Chapter 39. The Jews hate the Christians who believe this. How great the distinction is between both. Now, it is not surprising, I continued, that you hate us who hold these opinions, and convict you of a continual hardness of heart. For indeed, Elijah, conversing with God concerning you, speaks thus, Lord, they have slain thy prophets, and digged down thine altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. And he answers him, I have still 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to Baal. Therefore, just as God did not inflict his anger on account of those 7,000 men, even so he has now neither yet inflicted judgment, nor does inflict it, knowing that daily some of you are becoming disciples in the name of Christ, and quitting the path of error, who are also receiving gifts, each as he is worthy, illumined through the name of this Christ. For one receives the spirit of understanding, another of counsel, another of strength, another of healing, another of foreknowledge, another of teaching, and another of the fear of God. To this Trypho said to me, I wish you knew that you are beside yourself, talking these sentiments. And I said to him, Listen, O friend, for I am not mad or beside myself, but it was prophesied that, after the ascent of Christ to heaven, he would deliver us from error and give us gifts. The words are these, He ascended up on high, he led captivity captive, he gave gifts to men. Accordingly, we who have received gifts from Christ, who has ascended up on high, prove from the words of prophecy that you, the wise in yourselves, and the men of understanding in your own eyes, are foolish, and honor God and his Christ by lip only. But we, who are instructed in the whole truth, honor them both in acts, and in knowledge, and in heart, even unto death. But you hesitate to confess that he is Christ, as the Scriptures and the events witnessed and done in his name prove, perhaps for this reason, lest you be persecuted by the rulers, who, under the influence of the wicked and deceitful spirit, the serpent, will not cease putting to death and persecuting those who confess the name of Christ, until he come again, and destroy them all, and render to each his deserts. And Trypho replied, Now then, render us the proof that this man who you say was crucified and ascended into heaven is the Christ of God, for you have sufficiently proved by means of the Scriptures previously quoted by you, that it is declared in the Scriptures that Christ must suffer and come again with glory, and receive the eternal kingdom over all the nations, every kingdom being made subject to him. Now show us that this man is he. And I replied, It has been already proved, sirs, to those who have ears, even from the facts which have been conceded by you, but that you may not think me at a loss and unable to give proof of what you ask, as I promised, I shall do so at a fitting place. At present, I resume the consideration of the subject which I was discussing.